Hello everyone, welcome to another one of my London walking videos. I am at Charing Cross Station in central London here, just waiting for a couple of people to turn up. They were late to go on this walk. Oh, actually this is not a walk, this is the London Open House weekend in September. Now I don't know if you know anything about the Open House weekend or heard anything about it, but basically every year for one weekend in September, all the buildings in London, which is usually closed and off limit to the public, is opened up for that weekend so that anyone and everyone can just go in and have a look, learn about the architecture and the history of the place. It's very interesting. I've been going for the last 3-4 years, and each time you have to choose which area you want to concentrate on, because London is so big. You won't have time to go to all of them, so you just have to pick an area and then go and have a look around that section. And this year we've decided to go and have a look at all the or as many of the government offices as we could along Whitehall. So we're just now heading down towards Whitehall. So we have buildings like the Cabinet Office, the International Development Office, the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, Horse Guard, you know, all those places, government places that are usually shut and off limit, you can go. So we are now at the moment at the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, which is very interesting. The building is, architecturally, it's fantastic. It's 150 or more years old. There's a bit of a queue at the moment, so we're just going up to join the queue to get in. And as you can see, it was such an awful day. It was raining all day. Such a miserable day. It would have been really good had it been nice and sunny like last year. But this year the weather was just so awful. And the other thing is, because all these buildings are kind of government places, and so their security is very high. So most of them, they didn't allow you to take any photograph or do any filming. We've actually been to one of the other places, the Cabinet Office, the International Development Office or something like that. And we had to put our camera away and weren't allowed to take any photograph. The Foreign and Commonwealth Office is the only one that allowed you to do some photography and filming inside it. Even then, it's only a certain section, not all of it. So obviously all these buildings are really, really big, massive, and they only allow you to go and have a look at certain kind of public areas. So yeah, here we are, just walking into the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. Very interesting place. It's massive, a humongous place. So we went and wandered around there for, I think, over an hour and a half or something like that. And so this video is going to be fairly short because obviously this is the only place that we could do any filming, and then by the time we came out of this, the rain got even worse, and by then my shoe was literally soaked up, wet and everything. So I actually packed it in and went home. Couldn't be bothered to continue anymore. So enjoy what there is, and I'll catch up with you a bit later on. Right, so this is the grand staircase, and it is very grand. As you can see, it's very impressive. You have to remember also that this is around about 150 years old. So for 150 years ago, it must be the grandest of the grand staircase kind of thing. Obviously, this was at the height of the British Empire, so this was built to show off the power of the empire kind of thing. So it's very impressive. And I learned from various sources and gossips that apparently a lot of these offices, these government buildings like here, the staircase and the Durbar room, the various other suites that we've been through the video earlier, a lot of the time they're being rented out to photo shoots and magazines and filming, especially the Foreign Office, which has a lot of these grand old buildings, which are really in high demand with these photo shoots and magazines and films that go to show that after all these years, these buildings are still making good money for the government. Alright, so this is it. We're coming to the end of the video. This grand staircase is the kind of finale of our sightseeing for the day. We're just heading out now. This is the central courtyard of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, and this is normally a car park for all the VIPs that come in. We're actually thinking of maybe got one more building to go to, but by the time we came out, the rain was just even worse, and my shoe was getting wet and soaked through, so I gave up, decided to pack it in and go home. Hence, here I am on my way home instead. And so that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. I will catch up with you in the next one.
Dios, capellán,